Hey guys, what I have today here is a 1975 MS85. It used to have a 4M engine with a automatic gearbox, 3-speed, not too powerful, very slow, for grannies. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I've got I think it's a 1993 Toyota Supra 2JZ GE automatic A340 gearbox, A340E. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is put that engine into this car, and I'm using engine mount out of, can't remember, MK3 or 4 with 2J swap. I'll confirm that with you guys. So it's 2 brackets, and for the mounts I'm using I guess it's a R31 Skyline. Yeah, so those were 80 bucks. The brackets were 170 US dollars. Okay, let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so I mentioned in my video that I tried putting the engine without the gearbox using the MK304 mounts, and it sat there really nice. I didn't have to touch anything from the chassis or the tunnel. Now when I put the gearbox on, I realized that the engine is too high, so the gearbox is not sitting straight. So based on what I've done here, I'll show you guys. So I tried to line up the holes. There's two holes there. We're using the top one with what I have here, with this hole. So if I put this here, as you can see, it sits right with the hole at the bottom. Now we need to shorten those mounts, probably 40 mil. So we need to cut it somewhere here, but I'm not gonna cut it from here. What I will do, I cut them from here, put that on the engine, and then weld it in case if I need to go left and right or higher or lower. So the engine is sitting really good. I'll show you the front where the balance is. It's a bit of a mess there, of course. So the balancer is sitting probably inch or inch and a half from the chassis. The sump is clear, it's really good. Steering rack cleared really good, and the gearbox is sitting on the factory MS85 cross member. I haven't touched it yet. I just let it sit there. You can see I just need to do some adjustment, probably extending this part, or probably cutting from here and extending this part. So I haven't done that yet. It's really close. The drive shaft is really close. I don't know if I'll be able to use that. I don't think so. I've got the drive shaft out of the Supra. I can maybe join them. I have to measure that. Yeah, so I try to skip all the things that you don't have to see. So what I did, I centered the engine. I didn't use the mounts to center the engine because the mounts are actually for a different car. I tried to center, let me get something so I can point at it. Okay, I tried to center the engine by, get the camera closer, by going from here, literally the corner of the sump, and this corner of the sump. So here you go. So I'm really good with that. Now I had a leveler somewhere here. Actually, yep, it's this end here. So that's my leveler. As you can see, it's almost there. Just by moving the jack left and right, it will sit there. Actually, it just moved a bit. It's almost there. Anyway, and on the gearbox, when I put it, it was straight. So the car is actually tilting backward. It's not straight, which probably not. Okay guys, so I did cut the mount, all the brackets, so it's just sitting there. So like I said, you have to just shorten this by 40 mil. I prefer to cut it from here. So cut that, put it here, and just weld it where it needs to be.
I'm just gonna unload shit. I'm not come there to see.
Okay.
But I should be free boy.
Okay. It's It's my neighbor. He needs to have a shoot. Okay. It's too much information. I don't need to know that. Okay, so same thing with this side. So as you can see, the actual plate is on the engine. Get that off. And then, yeah, so I don't need to shorten this like I mentioned a few times. I'm just lifting the arms, just shorten them from here because they overlap here. That's it. So they're just ready to tackle and get them out and fix it. Same thing with here. So I've got room for the exhaust, the steering rack or arm, other side, steering box. I guess in the future, if I want to chuck a big turbo or any size, there's enough room. Yeah, the only thing is I'm not sure if I can put a radiator if the fan is on, but I can always remove this part. I can't remember what it's called. Remove this part that's belong to the fan and put the radiator which comes this far, and then put an electric fan. It's probably better. Yeah, I'm happy with the process. It's been only a day. I feel like I've done a lot. I did not remove the engine at all. The first part that I put it, that's it. I've been just lifting it while it's in the engine bay, up and down. Yeah, so and that's the level of the engine. It's right in the middle. I measured both sides, left and right. I think it was 1 meter and 42, so 1.4, and right here it's 70 centimeters. So it's good, which is the center here, right where it needs to be. Happy so far. I'll show you the gearbox cross member again. So that's where the gearbox is sitting. That's the factory mounts. Sorry, cross member. I just need to figure out what's the best for this, but I'll keep you guys updated. So the mounts are on. The other mount is on too. The level is really good, happy with that. So just need to drop the engine down because it's still on the jack. Just lift it up a bit to get there. The piece of wood which I have sitting right here. Beautiful. And that's a moment of the truth. Okay. There you go. The engine now sitting on the mount. Good space here. And Sam is here. It clears everything. Clears the gearbox. Happy with that. I could kinda shift the engine toward the firewall, but the balancer gets really close to the chassis, which I didn't want to touch the chassis. It's really close here. There's a bit of space here. Sure if I can get the torch. So, there you go. It's literally really tight. It's not touching or anything. You can see here. Same with here. You can see. There you go. I'll get a bit of that. Yeah. The only thing I got is to just do the cross member for the gearbox. I'll try to film all the important parts. You can just see the welding, dropping the engine as well. Yeah, happy with the result, as you can see. It's getting a bit darker. Yeah, so I dropped the car down. It's on the ground. I think it's sitting really good. It's almost there. Just keep moving left and right, but it's in the center. I think the rubbers need to kind of settle. Happy with the results so far. So everything looks good to me. Got space for everything. Yeah, really happy. It's a beautiful sky.